What's up, guys? How's it going? We got a really fun one planned for you. We're gonna be doing the maiden voyage in the new rig, the upgraded rig, if you will. I've done a couple things off camera since the last build video, as well as the last video, if you guys saw. We replaced the low-rise regular camper shell with the high-rise camper shell. Got it paint matched. So today we're gonna be doing solo camping, going out to one of my favorite tributaries of the Boise River. I'm planning on doing some fly fishing for the day. After that, find a nice spot to post up for the night. At that point, I got a fun surprise planned for dinner, so you guys will just have to stay tuned for that. But yeah, super excited. I already said that multiple times. I'm sure you guys can tell. It's gonna be a really fun time. So hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned. Bumpity. All right, guys, we've officially made it to the campsite. I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually camp here for the evening, but this is for sure base camp 1 for the day. I was on the fence about bringing and wearing these just because they're quite heavy, and last few times I've come out and fished with them, I've fallen. I think it's because it's slick and they're just so heavy, but also I just get so excited when I'm out here that I move sporadically. So hopefully today we don't have any falls because we're going to be strapped up a chest mount camera. I think we'll probably have the nice phone on my chest, get the good quality footage, and then keep that one on the tripod on the shore. That's even more of a reason to not fall. Don't wanna break that boy. Alright, I'm gonna go grab the chest mount real quick. Start tying up our flies. So I think what we're gonna start with is just rock the dry fly, a simple hopper setup. That's currently the common hatch in the area. So we're gonna start there. Very likely that we're gonna be starting fishing a little late in the day. It's about noon right now. By the time I get to the spot and set up, maybe a little late. And so if that's the case, we're gonna probably switch to a hopper dropper setup, run some nymphs. Typically when it's hotter in the day, the fish like to hide a little deeper into the cooler sections of the water, not necessarily surface. So yeah, we're just gonna have to play it by ear. We're catching fish though regardless. That is a guarantee. These are the hoppers that I got for today's adventure. We're gonna start there. We also got a few chubbies, my other box. Got some streamers and then plenty of nymphs. So, like I said, we should absolutely be catching fish today. We're gonna start off with this guy, simple tan hopper. As we're moving around, I'm sure we're gonna see a bunch of these boys jumping on the trails. So keep your eyes out. I don't know if that was a little too aggressive or not, but I always like to at least test it, make sure it's not gonna get ripped off. But that one may have messed with the integrity of the line. We'll see. Hopefully that wasn't any foreshadowing. Get that a little closer. Nice. Okay. This is looking good. I'm gonna get the rest of the stuff set up and then we'll start moving. Since this is a solo adventure, I did just pick up some bear spray. I don't know if we're gonna need it, but we are in bear country. Better to be safe and just have it strapped. That's nice. Chest mount / bear spray holder. Bingo. All right, guys. Crossing the first tributary, making our way over to the second one. This is a great fork to fish as well. All this slow water. May come back and hit that later, but as of right now, I'm trying to head up to that stream. It's crazy. I was out here a few weeks ago, and the river was not that much higher, but just a few inches makes a lot of difference in terms of pressure. Still a bit of a challenge, but much easier to cross over this time. Nice. Just like that. All right. So this first hole that I'm thinking is gonna be good is about another 40, 50 yards up here. It's got a nice big rock and a slow little eddy. So yeah, we'll see if there's any hungry fish looking to chomp down some hoppers. So right up on, you can see where that dark water is a nice deep bank. We have all this water's flowing out, catching right there. Typically, this would be a good spot for the fish to hang out. Oh, hey, just saw one surface. Okay, since we only had one hit with that fly, I'm thinking it's way too hot to be trying to surface fish currently. So we switched to the streamer. I could either do this or I could do the hopper dropper method. But I just wanted to quickly throw on the streamer because again, the hole is so deep. I think this will be the best method. We'll just cast it up into the front, let the streamer float down, bank on by, swing out at the end. If this doesn't do the trick, we'll have to move up to a different hole, keep on fishing. It's about 2 o'clock. Probably gonna be slim pickings until about 4. No worries though, we're gonna still try our best and keep her moving. I think we're gonna just move up a little bit. I know there's another deep little hole upstream that we can try. If we see anything surface, then we'll switch back to some dry flies. As I was packing up, I looked over and saw a fish surface. I keep seeing these little black guys floating around. So I'm gonna try to swap out the streamer for that, and then we'll move on to the next spot. I'm gonna also go ahead and do a nymph, the tried and true dropper method. We'll use the top fly. At the very least, it'll be a stimulator, get the fish's attention, and then they'll go for 2 feet under. We'll have a little nymph floating around. So if I was a good angler, I would match the hatch. We're just gonna grab one that looks good. This guy looks good. I'd eat you. I'd eat you if I were a fish. This one I'm also pretty sure I've caught fish on successfully. So I know it works. I'm sure you guys are catching the drift that I'm a noob when it comes to fly fishing. That is correct. But we're out here learning and trying. And you guys get to come out here and watch me fail and watch me hopefully succeed and develop as an angler. This is what we're looking like. Oop. Nice and tangled. So we got draw fly and then about 2 feet of line running down to a nymph. The reason I chose this guy as well is it has a beaded head, which means it should sink a little bit quicker. I want to get this bottom guy down as deep as I can, as quick as I can, so the fish will scoop it up. All right, guys, I'm gonna move to one more spot. We're gonna try to fish for a little bit. And then I think I'm gonna head back to the truck instead of just sitting here, letting everything drain, waiting for the sun to go down and fish to come back. Probably best call to go back to the truck, find a spot to camp for the night. It'll be on a body of water. We can recharge devices, get stuff set up. At that time, should cool down enough to where we can start fishing this other spot. We're gonna fish this hole, see if we can't get anything. There we go. Fish on, baby. Let's go. Wow, it's a beautiful cut bow. Maybe that's just a pure cutty. Actually, this is my first cutthroat trout I've ever caught, guys. So I'm gonna try to move it closer down to my B cam so we can get another shot of this. That is so exciting. Sorry, buddy. Almost lost that guy, dude. Sorry, buddy. I'm trying to help you out here. I know, it's a good snag. It's a good snag. You're not doing yourself any help. Come on, baby. There we go. Wow. That is incredible. This is my first cutthroat. He's a little guy, but he is beautiful. You can see how he's a cutthroat. He's got the cut, pink cheeks. Get a little, oh. All right, let's get this release. He's hurting. He may need a sec. There we go. Awesome. Well, can't say it was a flop now. Caught a fish. Let's get our stuff resituated and get back out there. All right, they're out. This was textbook fishing. It's beautiful. Foamy water. You can see all these different color changes. It means there's some nice deep pockets. As you guys can see, we just got fish hiding, waiting for their lunch to float by. So let's give it to them. All right, last cast, and then we'll start making our way back to the truck. Find a good spot to camp for the night. Another fish on. I know it's the last cast, but I just saw a fish surface. You know what that means. Dang. Not sure whose this is, but if you know this area and you watch my channel and you want your knife back, let me know. Come back for that. That was a nice cast. That one should yield a fish. Right there. Wow. All right. We're gonna move back to the truck. get stuff set up for the evening, charge up devices, and then we'll do some more fishing later tonight. All right, we are heading back to the truck. Managed to catch that one fish, just a little guy, but that's okay. It was a pure cutty, which is awesome. Last time I was out here, I caught a cut bow, but I've never caught a pure cutthroat. So that was a first for me. So even though it was a little guy, I'm excited. Started getting a little frustrated over there. It was getting hot. Nothing was happening. I was getting a little nervous that the video might be a flop. And then lo and behold, we caught something. So even though he's not much, we'll take him. But yeah, heading back to the truck real quick. Got about a 15-minute hike back. I'll see you guys when we get back there. Good, how you doing? Yeah, take care, guys.
Yeah, there's a spot like a mile down the road on the right where you pull in, and then there's a park, like a little park right along the water. And you walk down and there's a rock face. Dude, I caught like 8.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I was just casting. It was like smallmouth. Yeah, but,
just right down.
Yeah, it's right around the bend. So it's probably like maybe a mile, but like, yeah, it's gonna be on the right-hand side. It's just like a little pull in.
Sick.
Yeah, dude.
Cool. I was about to go move and post up for the evening, so maybe I'll go there.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no worries, man. Good luck.
Hey, thank you. All right, made it back to the truck. Found the guys down the way. Pointed out a good spot that we're gonna go check out. Classic method of running the rod through the window. That way we can keep it set up. Oh, we just move to the next spot. All right, so like I said, we're gonna try to go find a good spot to post up for the evening. These guys recommended that I go down about a mile down where we came. There's a good spot there possibly. So we'll go check that out first. Otherwise, I was planning on going the other direction actually. But that's okay. We need charge devices as well. So we're gonna go ahead and just get some stuff charged up. making sure my rod's not getting smashed up there. Yeah, get things charged up, get posted up for the night, and then we'll get back out there and do it. Hey, question.
Yes.
Are you guys getting ready to snag this spot for camping?
Yeah, we just got here.
Sweet. Cool. No worries.
The place we always camp, there's somebody else at.
I know, it's a busy one this weekend.
Apparently, we left at 10 this morning and we've been driving around for like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Oh, yeah?
Then you go because you need to find a spot.
Yeah, I think I'm going to flip around though and try to grab one up there.
Cool.
Hey, have a good one, guys.
You too.
Got to make this kind of quick because the phone looks like it's about to die, but we found a spot. It was not the location those guys showed us. That one was busy. So we just found this spot. I think it's pretty solid, honestly. Just a little bit down the road from where we just were. But as you can see, we got a sweet spot all to ourselves. Beautiful river view. Little fire pit right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get some stuff set up, and then we'll be back. Man, such a good view. We managed to snag a pretty good spot, even though it is quite busy. But here's the truck, here's the water. I figured now would be a good time to do a little run through of the setup, some of the slight changes that I made off camera. All right, so this is the setup. Cooler, slides in and out. For this trip, we're just gonna keep it in where it's at because it's a nice location for it. Opens and closes, can lock up still super easily. The obvious big changes that was made since the last video was I added carpeting to floor platforms and these sidewalls. Also, we got a awesome drawer assembled. For this, what I had done is made the drawer system go all the way 6 foot back. Then about 3/4 of the way, created a false back. So that's what causes the stop, but then there's still material that goes all the way back. That allows for a partial counterweight. So when I pull it out all the way, it's not gonna flip everything over. For what's in here, currently quite messy, but we got the Coleman, as well as just all of our random gear. Everything that we need is in here. For sleeping, we just got 4 inches of memory foam. It's 2 pads put together. The bottom layer is a little thinner than the top layer, so it looks a little raggedy, but it'll do for tonight. And then, yeah, like I said, typically cooler will stay in here for this session, but depending on if my wife is with me, if that is the case, we'll take this out and then this piece pulls out and slides in super easily, and then also has that carpeted top so it stays nice and flush. Another change that I had made, originally this wall came up past this platform section. Obviously no longer does that. I originally was doing that so that we had a lip so we could place phones and devices as well as have a partial counter. But really all that did in the long run was shorten the overall width of our platform, and we have an inflatable mattress that's already made and fits the full 5 feet. And so it just made the most sense to trim this down, make this so it goes all the way across. And quite honestly, I think it looks a lot better that way. So in here, right now we just got dirty shoes. The cubby needs some work, but this has been just a shoe storage. It's nice right now too because these shoes are quite dirty from today's adventure, and so keep the mess in there. On this side we got fly fishing equipment, got my bag. This goes for my reel, and then actually good thing I'll throw that one back in there. It's my old rod, my old reel, and then my rod case. But in the build video, I'm sure people have noticed, maybe at least the avid fishers, but I had said that I was going to leave this space to allow for my rod to fit. That was before I realized that my fly rod is 9 feet and it does not work in a 6-foot bed. So that leaves us to, unfortunately, I'll have to break down the rod when I'm not using it. But for today, we're just keeping the rod up there in case we need some quick access to the fish. But that's it. Super, super simple setup. In case you guys wanted to see what it looks like in the setup. So you're right there for right now. Push the cooler all the way to the back. So here we are. Plenty of room. It's honestly so cozy. I'm quite excited for tonight. Got some bear spray just in case. And this is the view out. Super awesome though. We got workspace. I've seen one YouTuber in particular. Mav, if you end up watching this video, you're my icon dog, for real. Cooks in his rig. And I'm intrigued. I'm concerned. There's a lot of flammable material in here and not a lot of ventilation. But honestly, it's the move, just being able to cook in the rig, you know. We got some ventilation, but look at that view, guys. Come on. It's gonna be so good. What up, B-Cam? Got a fellow camper over there. But yeah, super stoked. I'm really glad that I caught that fish. I feel like that was a good lesson to learn. We ran into some hiccups and almost quit. Tried quite a few different things and then did not give up, and we were rewarded because of it. It's a good lesson. But yeah, we're just gonna hang out. I'm gonna keep my eyes on the river. If I see anything surfacing, I'm gonna have to throw a fly in. I mean, you can't not at that point. Otherwise, we'll just be kicking it, getting a little bit hungry. We still got a few hours till dinner, but once that hits, we'll get some awesome POV cooking footage. Got the POV, and then we'll also have the B cam, which will be sweet. Not gonna spoil it yet, but it's gonna be a delicious dinner. I guess I'll see you guys shortly. What up, E-Still? You beautiful thing. So I've tried fishing again. It's currently 6:30. Prime time for evening hatch. I just went through and hit this whole bank from there all the way down, fishing it. Didn't get a single thing. I haven't seen any rises since I've been here, but I figured, you know, we're here. It'd be a shame to just sit around and wait and not even try. So we tried and failed. That's okay. We're gonna hang out for a little bit longer. It's getting closer to dinner time, so pretty soon here we'll start busting out the Coleman and start getting ready to go on dinner. All right, guys, it is time for dinner. For this. Cutting board and for eating. Yep, obviously a mess. Nice thing about the maiden voyage is I'm kind of taking note of what needs to be adjusted. This is something. But after this trip, we'll be able to fine tune the rig and get it fully dialed in. I guess now's probably a good time to reveal what it is that we're having for dinner. Gonna need to get the flash rolling pretty soon here. But this $24 American Wagyu Snake River Farms steak. It's gonna be freaking delicious. So we're gonna do this and some potatoes. All right, let's go get those spuds. I'll just do like five potatoes. Just gonna slice them up. Spuds. All right, throw some salt in there as well. All right, we are rolling, ladies and gents. For these spuds, we'll just do, what am I doing? I'll just bring this whole thing over there. Great band, Palace, I love you. These boys are delicious. I've always wanted to try Japanese Wagyu, but you know, we broke out here. Just a college kid trying to make it, you know what I'm saying? I'd say that's pretty good though, regardless. A $30 steak. You can be rich or broke, and that's still a $30 steak. Come on. We're gonna let this sit for a sec. It's okay to allow that to get up to a warmer temperature. You obviously don't want it too hot, but it's actually good to bring it up to about room temp before you start cooking. Butter into soda. Yeah, crawling in the kitchen, baby. That's going way quicker than I thought it was. We'll call that a good fit. Probably fine. This thing's designed for this. That's crazy, man. Probably just cooking it way too hot. is served. We got that Wagyu steak and potatoes. Let's see how it is. I think it's gonna be pretty good. Delicious. Definitely could have pulled the steak off a while ago. Maybe sitting a bit close to that camera too, my bad. Sure is delicious, let me tell you. What a good day. A lot of work. Really excited to see the results though. Hopefully it'll be fun to watch. Hopefully you guys are enjoying what you're seeing. I'm having a good time. I'm a little worried that this shot's a bit low. Oh well. Who's in it? So, no trash bags. It's okay though, we're gonna find a way to safely store the scraps and get all the trash discarded properly. And then we'll pack in and pack out. It's just unfortunate that we're gonna have to make a little bit of a mess in order to do that. Better than leaving a mess. Sweet. We'll use this for a trash bag. Post dinner, just chilling. That food hit. It was delicious. We cleaned up the space a little bit. Now I'm just enjoying the view. I was thinking about making a fire. I brought everything that I need for it, but it's quite warm and it's already 8:30. I'm getting pretty tired. So I think I'm just gonna hang out. Once the sun sets, I'll probably just call it a night. I think I'm gonna be up and at 'em pretty early. I have some family visiting from out of town, so I'm gonna get back in so I can spend the weekend with them. I'll update you guys if things change. So, no updates. Hung out for a bit. It's been about an hour and a half since the last video. Was just looking over some of the footage that I got of the day and enjoying the view. Sunset pretty quick. I'm gonna go ahead and just get ready for bed, and then we're gonna call it a night. All right. Good night, guys. We'll We'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Currently 6:52 a.m. It's looking fantastic. Such a good view. I'm gonna go ahead, get up, clean up the space, then hit it. Got about a 2-hour drive. I gotta get back into town to do some disc golfing with my cousin. Maiden voyage was a great success. Awesome campsite, awesome time. Caught a fish, made some great dinner. Super stoked with how everything turned out. There's a lot to learn. Now know of the adjustments that I can make to better perfect the rig. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and knock out this drive. If you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more content like it, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna have to come back and find a way to get down there. That is some fantastic fishing all along this. Honestly, I'd have to, if I could float this section of the river, that would be incredible. Incredible fishing. So beautiful.